Hey everyone, we're going to find the points at which the tangent line to the curve is horizontal or vertical. And we have our two parametric equations. So first let's take the derivative of y with respect to t. So that's going to be derivative of negative 1 plus sine of t with respect to t, which equals cosine of t. Also, let's take the derivative of x with respect to t, which equals derivative with respect to t of 2 plus cosine of t. That equals negative sine of t. So now we're going to do the horizontal part first. So the tangent line is horizontal when the derivative of y with respect to t equals 0 and the derivative of x with respect to t is not 0. So if we have the derivative of y with respect to t equals 0, then we have cosine of t equals 0 because we already did the derivative of that. And then so let's look at x equals 2 plus cosine of t. Well, if cosine of t is 0, then we substitute in a 0, we're going to get 2 plus 0 equals 2. All right, now if cosine of t equals 0, then sine of t is going to equal plus or minus 1. Since we have that, we're going to write our y. Our y is going to equal negative 1 plus sine of t. So if sine of t is plus 1, we're going to have negative 1 plus 1 equals 0. So that's if sine of t is plus 1. If sine, let's write this again, y equals negative 1 plus sine of t. If sine of t is negative 1, then we're going to get this equals negative 1 minus 1, which equals negative 2. So our points are going to be 2, 0, and 2, negative 2. So there's your x, and then we had our two y's. And I just substituted them in here. Now for the vertical part, we're going to look at the derivative. The tangent is vertical when our derivative of x with respect to t is 0, and our derivative of y with respect to t is not 0. So our derivative of x with respect to t is negative sine. So negative sine of t. Therefore, we have sine of t equals 0. I just got rid of the negative because we're dealing with 0. All right. So therefore, we have y equals negative 1 plus sine of t. We're substituting it back in. Sine of t is 0. So negative 1 plus 0 is negative 1. So that's your negative 1 part. Now, from there, if sine of t is 0, then let's write this out. If sine of t equals 0, then cosine of t is going to equal plus or minus 1. So you're going to write your x. So x is 2 plus cosine of t. Now, if cosine of t is 1, you're going to get 2 plus 1, which equals 3. If we have x equals 2 plus cosine of t, if it's negative 1, you're going to get 2 minus 1, which equals 1. So for our x values, we have, this is your x. Our points are going to be 1 and 3, our y values are both -1. And that's your final answer. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.